Welcome to another video, A Walk with Phil, and I'm in Wednesbury Town today, and I want to show you a particular area of Wednesbury which is often neglected now, simply because everything seems to be concentrated in the main town where all the shops are these days. But back in the day, where I'm going to show you was an absolute hive of activity. Yeah, we've got a metro stop down there, but there used to be the Wednesbury railway station. There used to be pubs, there was clubs, there was slaughterhouses, factories, transport depots. There was lots and lots of stuff that used to be around there. So it was and of course there used to be a bakery. Do you remember Hickinbottom's? Hickinbottom's was around this particular area as well, which I'm going to show you. It was an absolute hive of activity all around there. So what I'm going to do is going to take you around there and we'll have a look, see what we can see, and see if it brings back a few memories for you as I go around the back streets of Wednesbury Town. Well, we stood more or less in the centre of Wednesbury Town. Ahead of me is the island which says the Peyton Shaft Steelworks. As a reminder, at once around these parts stood the steel making factory of the Peyton Shaft. And just ahead of me here, look, you can see the bus station here in Wednesbury. The fire station here as well, and the original fire station was a bit further up off a road near High Bullen called Ladbury's Lane, I believe. Mecca Bingo over there. We'll go and have a bit close look over that area in a bit. That used to be the area where Hickinbottom's, the bakery, once stood. And what I want to do is have a walk along here down the Holyhead Road? The Holyhead Road. We'll get it right. And have a look at this place here. There's a shop here that people of Wednesbury are very familiar with, because this has stood since the beginning of time, hasn't it? It's called Ray Buys and Sells. And I never remember a time when it's never been here. It's always been here. And you can see it's open Tuesday to Saturday from 9 till 5. New and used, cordless electric and hand tools, guitars, amps, bikes, air pistols, knives and crossbows. Oh well, I don't know about that one, but he seems to have got a fair bit of stock in there as well. And I'm not sure if we can really see much through the open door. Another place here, look, called the Chop Suey House. That seems to have been there for years as well. I remember going in there in the very early 1980s or the late 70s. And there's a place here, look, called Spices Restaurant and Takeaway. Now, for those of you who remember this place called Spices, it was once a pub. I never remember it as a pub, but indeed it was. It was actually, I believe, called the Queen's Arms. And that building's been there since 1849, and it was around about the 2003 when it was converted to a restaurant. I was trying to picture it the other day as to whether it was still a restaurant, but it says it is. But I don't know about you, but it doesn't look like the most attractive restaurant to go and enter, does it? Because look, are all the paintworks peeling off at the front and down the side as well. Look, it doesn't look particularly enticing, does it? Very busy road, this one, all along here. No, I can't quite remember what this building used to be. Was it a slaughterhouse, or was it Hollingsworth's, or I don't know, something like that. I can't. I think I remember reading somewhere it used to be where the pigs and etc. would be transported from the nearby Wednesbury railway station along the back roads of St James's Street to the rear of this building. On the front of this now we've got Molly's Attic, unique vintage retro and handmade furniture. I don't know, I've never seen that open. And we've got another takeaway there, and then another car lot right at the end. Yeah, I think I'll go up here, but first of all I think I'll have a quick look down St James's Street. And I'll tell you why I'm going to go down St James's Street is because it's it's a kind of forgotten street, isn't it? I mean, the whole idea of coming around the back streets of this particular area of the town is because they are rather forgotten, but they weren't back in the day. These streets were humming with people. There was factories, there was transport companies, there was pubs, there was schools, there was churches, everything was going on around here. And of course we had the railway station, Wednesbury railway station as well. But St James's Street, it seems extraordinarily quiet these days. And I do believe, as I said, this was a slaughterhouse. But we're coming down here because we have a church down here. It's one of these places, you know, that's so cut off. You wouldn't even know there was a church down here. You had to come looking for it. But look at this building here. This is the St James's Schools Lecture Room, 1866. Look, it's now got the New Life Worldwide Apostolic Church and Deliverance Ministries on here now. So I do believe the building has got some use, but it does look rather dilapidated these days. But it used to be the it was the parish hall, St James's Parish Hall. It doesn't appear as though it's that any longer. And it's a very old building, and just here on the corner what used to be the rectory, but that's gone now. The rectory building used to be here on this corner of St James's Street. You can see it's like it's got car boot on here. I don't know when they do car boots on here. But here's the church, look. St James's Church. Graveyard at the front. And we've got some old factories as well, just at the bottom here. And here's the entrance to the church, which we can't get in. It's securely padlocked. We ain't going to be able to get in there, are we? Let's have a look on the board here. It says it is open 6 p.m. Fridays, 6 p.m. Saturdays, general midnight prayer, and they do have a Sunday school as well. But it does look as though it needs a bit of money spent on the general upkeep of the surrounding area of the church. The doors look as though they could do with a lick of paint. The clock doesn't tell the correct time. It does annoy me when I see clocks that's not doing the correct time. You can see how St James's Street now goes to the left. As you can see, Dudley Street. Is Dudley Street who's ahead of us now? It's now not the original old Dudley Street as it once was, big dual carriageway now. But anyway, I'm going to take you back up St James's Street. One last look at this very old building. It's actually, looking at the front here, it's got to change a name, hasn't it? It's not St James's Church anymore. It's got the Eternal Sacred Order of the Cherubim and Seraphim, Holy Uriel House of Prayer. So no, I'm not getting it now. I'm not really sure what goes on in this church any longer. You can see there used to be a big tree there, can't you? You can see the old stump there. Look. And yeah, see, that's what I said. Well, I'll come down here and just have a look at this church because it's just right out the way, isn't it? And again, of course, we go back many decades. All around here was just a hive of activity with the slaughterhouse and the church, Sunday schools, the parish house here, and the pub here, of course, on the corner, the Queen's Arms. Look at the back of it, if it's still a restaurant, eh? This is the thing about some of the back of these buildings, you know. They look, sometimes some of them look rather nice at the front. You get round the back though. Look at it, looks like it's out of fire, doesn't it? But anyway, let's leave St James's Street then. The road ahead, is that King Street? Not really sure. But all over here, these used to be called the Queen's Mansions, or the Queen's Gardens Mansions, or... Oh, let's get it right. Queen's Gardens, anyway. They were all demolished about 30 years ago. But now we've all to be replaced with rather a more contemporary look now. Townhouses and flats. And what I'm going to do is just ahead, have a little bit walk along here, Holyhead Road. See a little bit of the old St James's Church at the rear there, look. And of course we've got a little bit of a car lot going on here. Auto Centre. Along here we've got one or two little businesses. We've got a radiator company and something here, a conference centre and banqueting suite. Now along here, who remembers when we used to have a Rover or British Leyland car dealer? That used to be along here on my left, and I bought a Mini from here. I think this was the place, wasn't it, where it's got the Kings Hill Service Centre. All along here, it used to be, I could be mistaken of course, but I think this all used to be the British Leyland car dealership around here. And we have the Queen Anne. They used to make electroplating, silverware, trays and goodness knows what. It's had several uses over the years, as this place. I really don't know if it's been used for anything now. You can see there's loads and loads of rubble outside now. But this again, a place where it used to employ a fair few local folk around these parts. Queen Anne, but it says Een Anne now. But yeah, you'd come past here and the noise you could hear from the machinery. And I think it was once, that bit there used to look like it was a gym at the end there. But look at the place, the size of it, eh? Queen Anne Tableware Limited, reception and factory outlet. That's what it once was. You can see up there all the sort of gold pipe work and such like up at the top there, look at the top row. But, oh, I don't know, it's all gone now, hasn't it? You can tell it's not being used for much now. I dare say it'll be demolished eventually. I'm going to go and take a left in a bit. I'm going to go down Monway Terrace. And I might be mistaken now, but see this place here, which is called BJS, the two-man home delivery service. I never really know what they actually do. I often see one or two of these vans going up and down the motorway. When I say one or two, I mean you look at the car park, there's absolutely dozens and dozens of these vans. Absolutely dozens of them. There's Meeting Street, used to be Queen's Gardens Meeting Street. Now it's simply Meeting Street. You can see it's all change up there, look, all rather modern. All rather modern housing and flats and stuff like that now. Cinder Way. Look at them, look at all these here. Now, what was I going to say, was this where British Leyland place was, where they used to sell the cars? I think it was, you know. I thought I might have been mistaken, I thought it was further up, it could have been here. But time plays tricks, doesn't it, eh? Now if I'm going to go straight on, I'll be heading towards Bilston, Moxley, Wolverhampton, all the way along here, but I'm going to go left here. I'm going to take a left down Monway Terrace, and we'll just have a look down here. There used to be quite a large area where it was a do-it-yourself place, Monway Buildings or Monway. It had a different name before it was called Monway, but for the life of me I can't think what it was called. Got a few old once council properties along here, look at. And so what we do here is looking over this side here. I think this used to be a food and transport depot. And I could swear once when I was walking down here back in the early 70s, I remember there being like something to do with ice cream, Wall's ice cream, but I don't think Wall's ice cream is actually made down Portway Road, because that's where we are now. We're going on to Portway Road ahead of us. Monways, they used to sell all this reclaimed timber and roof materials and all kinds of. It was like a big do-it-all, wasn't it all? Remember do-it-all? How do it-all do it? That TV advert. Yeah, you can see that's where you'd enter Portway Road, just at the top there. And we've got Jewson's there, just on the left. And a few more of the old council house properties there, look. Probably rather more private these days. Now as we come along here, again, with Monways being here on the right, it's very, very popular. All the cars and that were all parked along here, getting their bags of cement and bricks and tiles and slates and goodness knows what else. But here, look at this place here. It's called the Lord Nelson. Now, is this still open? The Lord Nelson has been here since 1841. But the signage is still on the front, but I just don't think it's open as a pub now, is it? Someone have to tell me. I said 1841, but actually we've got 1847 up there, look. Established 1847, the Lord Nelson Pub and Grill. But that front door looks like as though it needs some repairing. There's a big hole underneath. I would love to think it was still open, because there were one or two pubs along Portway Road. But yeah, the Nelson still stands, but whether it's still open or not, I don't know. Anyway, let's carry on along here. There's a bit of activity going on here, look. Somebody doing a bit of forklift truck work. But this was all Monways. Look, you could just go in here, buy your paint and all that kind of stuff for you do it yourself. What's this place over here? This one's called Evergreen Enterprises. It's a unit. I don't know what it actually does in there. We can have a look, can't we? Unit 10. Doors wide open. Looks like a bags of rags and clothing, doesn't it? Yeah. All bags of clothing, suitcases. So, sure what actually goes on in there. I've been watching this place over here for a while now, being built. It's a kind of one of these recycling plants, I think. It says the Kew Sustainable Energy Centre. This is where you can hire skips apparently now. Along here, but look how quiet. I'm filming here on a Saturday morning. And look how quiet it is here on a Saturday morning. So quiet. And as I said, I'm trying to give you an impression as to what it used to be like. So busy, but not anymore. This one's called KC Fencing and Timber here. Somebody shouted me. So we'll see what he wants, shall we? Hey? Yeah.
What are you looking for, mate?
Nothing in particular, mate, just filming.
Oh, okay.
All right. Walking up to me with a big broom. I thought he was going to use that as a weapon. I thought for a minute he was going to say, what are you filming in my business for? Anyway, I'm getting quite used to that anyway, so. Yeah, there's a fencing company here. You can go and get your fencing. But anyway, look, as we proceed along here now, you can see this place is called Tube Bending and Fabrication. Now all the windows are all closed and shuttered, the doors are barred. Doesn't look to me as though there's anything going on in there these days. But all along here, it is something to do with this recycling plant. And we've got a huge one that's being constructed down in Kelvin Way in West Bromwich. And you can look over there, look, you can see how it's coming along, this one. Yeah, Durite, an engineering company. They seem to have premises here on the right and over there on the left. But I would guess that because of all these old factories, they were all one big factory once. Now you can see now a lot of it all turned into units. This one's got Japanese PLM imports. We've got a few Hondas in there, look. We've got a reception there. And there's some body work. A spray garage, look. All right, mate. All right.
You're right.
Oh, brother. Yeah, fine.
What are you doing?
Yeah, just looking around, mate. Just looking.
For what?
Nah, just looking to see what businesses around here, you know.
Which company you are?
Huh?
Which company you are?
No company. Just work for myself. Just
How
seeing,
is working?
just seeing what's along here. You do Japanese cars?
Yeah.
You spray them and repair them, yeah?
Yeah, it's two
Yeah.
business here.
Yeah.
One garage, one Japanese car.
Very good. Yeah, I don't know what's down here. That's why I thought I'd have a look around and.
No, but I see
so
paper
there's-
with you and...
No, I'm just a map.
For what?
Just a map, you know. Just show me what used to be along here. All right, sir. You carry on, sir. You carry on. No worries. Oh dear. Anyway, we look at this building here. It's an old building. Look. Got all trees and foliage growing out the eaves. There you go. That's another one. Don't know if it's the same company. This one's a bit smashed up, isn't it, this car here? But anyway, just here on the end, we have safe store self-storage. Now, there used to be a pub called the Gladstone. The Gladstone was a very famous pub. It was built in 1861. It was demolished in 2008. And the amount of people who were petitioning to get this place not demolished, it just all fell on flat ears, didn't it? It just got demolished. And of course, being the Nelson and the Gladstone were two very popular pubs, and they was always well frequented, especially this one here. That used to be the Gladstone here on this corner, because just over there where we've got Quantum, that was Hickinbottom's, the bakery. Well, actually, Quantum was the depot where they used to keep all the Hickinbottom's vans. And I'll tell you what, there was a fair few of Hickinbottom's vans in there. And where you got Mecca Bingo there, that used to be Hickinbottom's bakery. But Hickinbottom's bakery closed many years ago now, and I did a video of Hickinbottom's bakery if you want to check that one out. And look, there's some smoke in the yonder. Do we have a fire? Well, we're going to have a look anyway. So I'm going to cross this very busy Dudley Street dual carriageway, and we'll carry on our way up to Potter's Lane ahead of us and see what we can see up there. Okay, we're in Potter's Lane, and that's where I've just come from over there. Look, that's where the Gladstone pub used to stand. There, where safe store self-storage is. And what we have over here is ivy beds and blinds. There's a building just down there. It used to be called, is it Richards? It's still got CCTV I can see from here, but there used to be one called Richards in the Upper High Street in Wednesbury. But this place is quite a big place, isn't it? Actually, ivy beds and blinds. It's also got something to do with NHS there on the corner, strangely. SLHQ Farm. This is open to the public for kitchens and bathrooms. All along here. And just beyond all these buildings was once the railway. As I said, I'm trying to picture how busy it would have been of lots of people all milling around here. Not only was the factories, but there was also many houses. Now, of course, Walking around these areas now, look, in Potter's Lane, there's not a house in sight anymore. There were plenty of old terraced housing, and what you're left is a lot of kind of a lot of open spaces, isn't there really? But it's all fenced off, all fencing in all these factories, all these units. I mean, there's one here called, look, no authorised entry, trespassers will be shot. It's just one huge car park. I don't know what used to be on there. So I'm just here on the crossroads, just trying to get my bearings here. I think it's Victoria Street we got here just on my left, and Potter's Lane continues ahead of me. But just here to my right is Great Western Street, and that's where I'm going to go and have a look and show you where the old railway station used to be. And it is rather busy here simply because the metro station is here. And there we go. Here, look at this place. See this building? It's got, if you cannot be a candle, then be a mirror. Formless meditation. Everything is a reflection of the mind. Be the formless. Very esoteric, isn't it? This is Great Western Street. And what used to be here used to be a pub which got demolished around in the 1960s. It was called the Great Western Hotel. I believe it was on that corner. It was built around in 1864. There's a guy there with a West Bromwich Albion top on. Today, West Bromwich Albion are playing at home against Portsmouth. So ahead of me, look, you can see, do you know, I've never used this place, this metro station here. But this was once the Wednesbury railway station that was connections to Darlaston and Walsall, I believe. Closed in 1960s, I don't know, 1964. This is the Wednesbury Great Western Street stop for the metro. The metro line will take you into Wolverhampton in one direction, and the other direction it will take you into Birmingham, and shortly it will be taking you into Dudley. So yeah, it was here where the old railway station once stood. Now it's an ultra-modern metro line now. The old railway line all reopened. Right then, this Potter's Lane down there. Okay, I ain't going down to the bottom there. I'm just going to go up here Victoria Street. You can see, look at it, it's all used for heavy machinery now, look. And then you can see, look, there's the old goods sheds there. Because all here, just underneath here, used to run the railway lines, look. But yes, we used to have all the Hickinbottom's vans, the bakery vans, all coming out, streaming out of here very early in the morning, delivering bread to the homes of residents, to people's houses, because I think a lot of us still remember when we had a bread man and a milkman. There's still the odd one or two still has a milkman, but that's quite rare now. But certainly there's no breadman anymore. We've got Stafford Street here, look. And if we turn our attention to Stafford Street just down here on the left, you can see that Mecca Bingo now is the place where the bakery used to be, the Hickinbottom's main bakery. And here on the left here, the building still stands here where all the large depot, where all the Hickinbottom's vans were. And here, this is where the Hickinbottom's vans used to be refuelled. Not really sure if you can see much now. No, you can't really see much through this foliage here. It's like a right large concrete base there, but there used to be pumps there for fueling their vans. And all along here, right up where that white car is just turning in, all on the left, where all the vans were all parked up. Here was a doctor's surgery on here, I believe here. I've heard reports that it's going to build some homes of multiple occupation on here soon. But again, look, you can sense the quietness around here now. And on this corner used to be a pub as well. It was the Prince Regent, built in 1876, and it was demolished in the, was it in the 1960s? Could have been a bit later than that. At the back here we've got the rear of some of the, down Albert Street, the rear of some of the municipal buildings, and there's the police station there. The police station, I think they still use it, but I don't think the public can use it anymore. Do you know, I used to think this was a pub here in Victoria Street on the corner. It's called the Wonderland Day Nursery. It used to be a surgery, but yeah, you can see the police still use it. But I don't think you can't. I don't think the public can access the services anymore. And of course, trying to imagine what used to be here, where Morrison's was, that's a bit of an effort in itself now. I can't have a clue what used to be here before Morrison's was built.
God.
Yes.
And then you had the housing office at the side here.
Oh, is that what used to be there?
I used to live in the flats.
Oh, did you?
I'd done 9 years, which I thought was going to be my last down. Me and my husband, we moved from a 3-bedroom house into a 2-bedroom.
Yes.
2-bedroom flat.
Yes.
And then they come up with Morrison's wanted the land.
So where did they move you to when you left it?
Right the way down the bottom.
Yeah.
I'm on St John's churchyard.
Oh.
That's where they put me. So
my goodness.
Yeah, the Paul St John's
I remember the
church.
church being there, yeah, it's all gone now, hasn't it?
So
Yeah.
that's gone.
Yeah.
And
so that's where they should.
there to get all the graves.
Oh,
the
okay,
big
yeah.
boards round and that.
Oh, yeah.
It took, on the average, it took just over 5 years.
5 years?
Yeah.
Oh.
I moved in there 2005.
Oh,
2005.
Do you like it there?
Yeah.
You're
got
used to it now.
Yeah.
You're doing
But
the end,
I used to live more or less right opposite the police door.
Oh,
So I
yeah,
could see all,
the police station was down there where them trees were down
well,
there.
that's
weren't
where
they?
that's where they've put me, see.
Oh, I
We've
got
still
you.
got the 2 police houses.
Yes.
And you can see the wall
Yeah.
where the prisoners was in, like, you know.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
but
Oh,
yeah,
interesting. Because as I say, I was just saying I couldn't remember what.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember what used to be here, but now you've said you filled in the gaps now.
I've got photos because I went up and took the photos when they was pulling out.
All right.
I mean,
okay.
them hadn't been up that many years, really.
No.
And I mean, we've ended up with 17 bungalows.
Yeah.
And then they put 2 blocks of flats,
Yeah.
which you got 4 in one,
Yeah.
3 in the other, and then they left one of them
Yeah.
for our community room.
Okay.
So we have a little gambling going.
Oh, well, that's all
you know,
right.
get together.
Keeps you active,
yeah,
doesn't it?
Yeah, but yes, it's. I mean, we had the television going.
No.
I'm on the front of the Express and Star. You know, when you all used to have
Okay.
that.
Oh, you're a celebrity then, weren't you? Celebrity in the day.
We really tried. We used to go to all the meetings.
Ah.
But you know, it's money, ain't it, at
Yes,
the end of the
of
day.
course, yes.
But the thing wasn't as annoying me, really. When you look now at the space that's empty,
Yes, I know. I was just commenting how quiet it all is around the back now.
the
yeah.
space round there,
Yeah.
it's ridiculous.
Yes. Yeah.
And I mean, they don't look after the bushes or
No,
anything.
no.
You've got rats as big
No.
as bloody cats, to be quite honest.
I know.
Because people will eat something and throw it down, there's
Yeah.
helpers and do it.
Yeah.
And this here has just been done.
Yes.
Now this is a road to nowhere.
Road to nowhere now. No, I know. Yeah.
You can go down on the bike
Yeah.
and you can come up on a car.
Yes.
I don't know whether they've worked that one out.
They've got the reasons, but we don't know,
but we
do we?
don't. Well,
I know. We ain't party to them, are we?
It's like here, they've just done a little bike lane.
I know. They haven't
You
they?
think, why? It's just mad, ain't it?
It does seem
and yet
mad,
you
doesn't it?
try and say
know.
like something about the footpaths being really bad.
Oh,
And you
yeah.
think, I mean, there's an elderly lady, it's 90-something, but
Yeah.
she still likes to get on a little scooter.
Yeah.
I say, Doreen, on the float, no.
Oh.
I says, because the footpaths
It's
are
uneven.
bad.
Uneven, yeah.
They don't want to know.
Anyway, it was nice speaking to you anyway. All the best. Thank you. Bye bye. Well, there we go. I was trying to imagine what was along here. Now we know there was a lot of little flats along here, and she herself was moved where the old church used to be. Was it called St John's, she said, wasn't it? Near where the old police station used to be. The first building we come to here is I think it's an art gallery, isn't it? The artwork inside, I think it was gifted to Wednesbury Borough, turn of the 20th century, I believe. I could be wrong. I've never been inside. Welcome, visitor entrance is open, admission free. Let's have a look. Look around here. Hello. An old oven in there. Look, see my old ovens. They look rather nice, don't they? But again, with me and art, I don't really know what I'm looking at. You know? Some vases in a glass case, look. Cups and saucers. Looks rather special, doesn't it? Look at these. You'll have to zoom in on some of these, I think. Bust of somebody there. Okay. There we go, that was a quick look. Oh, hang on, have I been in here? Yeah, I did. I come through here, didn't I? It's only a little place where I've already got lost. Anyway, let's get down to the back. Let's get out of here. I know it was only a brief look. I don't think you really got to see much. The building next to the art gallery is the town hall, isn't it? Yeah, the Wednesbury Town Hall. I don't know what they do in these buildings these days. I mean, of course, the Sandwell Council House in Albury now is the main administrative place for all things Sandwell. But of course, back in the day, Wednesbury was an independent town. And I just want to take you a little bit further along here. And see what else we can see. This is a science school, it says. You can see, look, science school. I think it was once the Wednesbury Evening Institute, I believe. You could have, there was extra. You could do like flower arranging and learn to dance and all kinds of stuff in there once. This was the old General Post Office here, as you can see, the old post office building. Again, it says something like music tuition on the front, but whether they still use these buildings for anything in particular, I don't know. But this one here, the Kingston Academy building, we'll have a better look over the road in a sec, but I believe this once was a pub, wasn't it called? Was it called the Anchor? Built in the 1860s, but when it closed, I don't know, was in the 80s? The Anchor pub? I say that was haunted, you know, the Anchor. Sunday school at the back, look, see that building there, the Sunday school? This used to be the Wednesbury Baptist Church, this one. This large building here. Yeah, I better look at the old Wednesbury Baptist Church there. Now, I think that used to be ATS once, where they used to change tyres and exhaust place, I think it was. Also, after they left, I think it was kind of a rental car company was operating from there. And you can see, you get a good look at this, the Anchor pub just here, the old Anchor pub, and all the old municipal buildings all along here on the left. And Russell Street is where I'm going now, because that's where I parked the car. And so we'll leave it at that. Okay, that's the end of our little walk then around Wednesbury Town, around the back streets if you like. and I hope it's brought back a few memories for you, especially Hickinbottom's. It certainly has for me. I did do a video on Hickinbottom's Bakery. If you want to check that out, I'll leave a link in the description for you so you can have a look at that. You couldn't believe how much has changed around those particular parts of Wednesbury these days. But it's like everywhere else it is when you go around the Black Country now. Nothing ain't the same anymore. All we got is the memories. And how long have we got those as well? Anyway, we'll leave it at that. I'm actually parked on the Morrison's Shoppers car park, and I'm just going to go and pop in Morrison's now. And I don't know what these supermarkets, no matter how many supermarkets you build, well, you can build about 10 here in Wednesbury if you want, but they're always rammed. But anyway, I'm going to have a look inside there right now anyway. So anyway, if you like the video, hit the like button and also hit subscribe and hit the notification bell for new videos. I'll see you on the next one.